Welcome to your weekend reading. For the weekend, I'm using the Witch's Tarot, and let's see what energies we have available to us. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Queen of Cups. Nine of Wands. Knight of Wands, which we just had yesterday. Ten of Swords. Ace of Swords. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so let me look this over. Okay, so I see that, we have some really intense cards in this reading. We have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This to me is like very intense. I feel like the weekend has potential to kind of take you by surprise if you're not ready for it. The first message, let's just start with the first card. We have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like they're telling us this weekend we have to go into the weekend with an open heart and really listening to our emotions. I feel like if you're not listening to your emotions, you can get caught up in all of this kind of sword energy going on down here. We do have the Ace of Swords, but this just means that you need a new way of thinking. So I feel like you have to be very connected to your emotions, or your thoughts might kind of get the best of you, and I feel like that will not be the ideal energy for you. So I feel like this is paying attention, obviously, to your intuition, going with your feelings, whether your feelings are telling you do this or don't do this. Pay attention to these, recurring feelings that you're having. I feel like being with family, focusing on friendships and love. This is what you need this weekend. I feel like there's the potential to be kind of want to alienate yourself this weekend. We have the Nine of Wands. This just means that you're protecting yourself. You might be kind of fearing negativity coming from other people. You just may want to be on your own. But the Nine of Wands usually means that you're kind of protective, if not a little paranoid, because other people have provoked this in you. Especially seeing the Ten of Swords here. This is kind of like a double message. Because to me they're very similar. This means that you're protective, and she's kind of standing here with her wands, kind of saying if you dare, attack me. And then this is what you're doing. You're fearing attack. I feel like that's why they're telling you to go into the weekend with with an open heart and kind of listening to your emotions rather than being paranoid or protective. We have the Knight of Wands as well. Here he is again. He was here yesterday as well, and he's wearing armor on his horse. I feel like this is, just like yesterday, I don't feel like this is someone kind of like a knight in shining armor come and, sweeping you off your feet. I feel like this is you being more self-confident. This is inner fire. There's this restless energy around this card. You don't want to put up with these feelings of fear and doubt and worry, especially that we have going on down here. This means that you, again, just like I said yesterday, you remove yourself from a negative situation and put yourself in a much better place. I feel like you don't have to be in this energy of the Nine of Wands, which is being so protective and paranoid, just like the Ten of Swords. You're in a much better place of love and affection. So whatever you can do this weekend to make sure that you're in that energy, take steps to do that. And then the Ten of Swords, again, this just feels like you're kind of looking over your shoulder. Like I said, very similar to the Nine of Wands, and you're kind of wondering what next? Like what kind of disaster is coming next? You're very protective. This card always, it's always a message that what you've been through, like you've completed that cycle and you're fine. But I kind of feel like, again, like I said, there's a lot of sword energy down here. So I feel like if you're kind of letting your brain, the inner chatter kind of take away, you might find yourself kind of alienating yourself from other people, from fun, from love. So I feel like you need kind of a new perspective. We have the Ace of Swords. This tells me whatever thoughts you have going on this weekend, catch yourself before they completely spiral out of control, where you feel, someone is out to get you, or you just feel like you have to be on the defensive. You need a new way of thinking. Kind of slice through those negative thoughts. I feel like you need a new way of thinking. This is also, it could be a new idea that you have to kind of put yourself on a completely different path. So kind of pay attention to these new ideas that come to you, but make sure that they are love-based. And then we have the Five of Swords. So this is kind of, tricky energy. I always say that this is like my least favorite card in the tarot, because sometimes it means that, your life is being kind of messed with by other people. And honestly, the feeling that I get from these cards, like seeing the Nine of Wands here, the Ten of Swords, I feel like you might be fearing that someone is kind of like messing with your life. Whether you feel like they're messing with you or they're messing with your family. But I feel like that fear is unfounded. I feel like you might really be believing that because you have the Ace of Swords, but they're telling you that you need a new way of thinking. With this card, if you continue, pursuing something that is not for our highest good, you end up with something that you don't like and that you don't need in your life. I feel like what you need this weekend is to kind of let go of these like worries, anxiety, anything that you're paranoid about, or people that you're paranoid about. You need to be more take charge, more aggressive, more positive, and really be coming from like a very heart-based place. Surround yourself with gentle people and situations, and like stay away from any kind of thoughts that are making you think that you're not safe in some way. Okay, everyone, this has been your weekend reading. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you next with the weekly reading.